Happy Tuesday, guys. Thanks for joining. Welcome to another OnAir Airline Manager live stream. This time with X-Plane 11. Elaine, how you doing? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thanks to everyone for joining. Today we're going to be in the Airbus Diamond DA-62, one of my favorite planes, and going to be doing a check ride on the Thunder server in OnAir in this plane. And the reason why I decided to do this was I did a check ride with the TBM 930, which has a 5-passenger limit and like 1,400 pounds, maybe 15. And then I looked at this plane, and this plane is 6-passenger limit and 1,400 pounds, even though it's a smaller plane. Twin engine. It's not as fast because it's got smaller engines, but it can carry more people, carry the same amount. And here's the key thing. I can fly this in both Microsoft Flight Simulator and in X-Plane. So if I buy one, I think it's the same. Maybe it's a different plane. I don't know. Maybe it's a different plane in online. But in any event, I wanted to get checked out on this, and it is one of my favorite planes. Probably the two planes I really like the most in X-Plane are this plane and the Torque Sim SR22. Thrusters, how you doing? You did your check ride in the TBM 930 last night. Awesome. Hope you passed. You can fit 1,210 pounds in the TBM. Okay. Well, yeah, this plane is really fuel efficient, this DA-62. So I'm going to do a check ride on it, and it may end up being the first plane I buy. We'll see. In Airline Manager. Sorry, OnAir Airline Manager. But in any event, I wanted to get back in VR. It's different because it's the States with simulator. Oh, guys, you got to hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. That was my son. You got to answer when your son calls. So anyway, yeah. So I want to get checked out on this plane. I have a feeling it's different if you're sound like an no. That's my ringer. Yeah, I like that ringer. That old sound. That old ring sound. Be fine for medical missions. You don't have to You need large cargo, 4 passengers. Yeah, and it's 170 knots. And I love this plane. And what I really wanted to do was I wanted to do a check ride in VR, because all the check rides I've done so far, I did one in the TBM, and I did one in the Longitude. They've all been in 2D. This time I'm going to do a check ride in VR, so it should be remarkably easier. Now watch, I'll screw it up, but it should be remarkably easier. So anyway, looking forward to that. So. We're cold and dark, and we've got the VR aviation livery there. Okay, let's check out OnAir. So I've been doing a little bit of offline. I got almost 30K in cash. Company values coming up, so doing okay. I've already rented this plane and transferred. I had to transport myself there, so I'm waiting by there. So we're ready to do the check ride. So I'm going to. I believe it's better to start the plane up. Oh, awesome! Now, by the way, this is the first time. This is literally the first time I'm flying on air using X-Plane right now. This is the first time. I mean, I made sure I had all the connections and stuff, and it's connected to the simulator. But this is literally the first time I'm doing it, all right? So we're going to do a check ride. We're going to the check ride. Might tell me I need gas. Oh, I guess not. I guess we got enough gas. Okay. You have to factor in if you take 4 passengers, you actually need 950 pounds payload after fuel. You weigh 190. Yeah, each passenger. Yep. Yep. You got to figure that in. All right, so let's start the check ride. Oh, it's going to be at night.
Welcome to on-air check ride.
Oh, it's going to be at night. I can't change the time? I can't change the time, huh? Ooh. All right, well, we'll have to do it at night then. All right, let me, I'll have to do it at night. Okay, well, let's get in the plane. We're cold and dark in this plane right now. Okay, I need a flashlight here. I didn't expect this, so let's see. We're going to have to put,
Please, start the engine.
Okay. Make sure the fuel tanks are on. Okay. Make sure the fuel pumps are on. Okay.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
Well, I gotta start the engines first. Come on. Let's get our master for the left tank on. Throttle in 3/4 position. Starts right up. All right, we're good to go there. You know what, let me get my, I gotta, hold on a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, how do I do that? Can I do that right now? Kyber, can I do that right now? How you doing there, Mouse? How you doing? Thanks for joining. Can I change that right now? You can't if you're on Thunder. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you had to go by whatever the time is. So I'm on Thunder. All right, let me get, hold on, let me get, give me 1 second here, guys. Oh, crap. All right, give me a second. Well, this should be fun. Check ride at night. Do people actually do check rides at night? I don't think so. I don't think check rides at night is a fashionable thing. We're gonna get let me get the chat in here. Hold on. Plugins. It's such a pleasure to be flying in VR. All right, I'm going to put you guys right over here. All right, let me get my avionics master on. Put the pitot heat on. I'm going to put flaps to 1. And I know it's going to be heading, so let me get the heading on. And I know there's going to be probably like 10,000, so we'll get set it to 10,000. And we'll get our vertical speed. We can climb at about 800 in this plane easily. Let's bring the throttle back there. Okay, everything's good to go on the system. Oh, we get our tax. Let's get our landing lights on. Let's get our strobe light on, our position light on. Okay. One thing about X-Plane is check out those lights, man. You can see everything. Look at that. It's awesome. All right. All right, taxi to the runway and take off. Yeah, I'll just do it at night. I'll just do it at night. Oh, you know, it's going to be really hard to get back to this. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm going to abort. Oh, wait, you can't change it. Hold on. Let me just read here. If you have to abort the flight, you change it. But, okay. You can change it on Thunder. You can definitely change it on Thunder. All right, I'm going to abort the flight. All right, so I'd rather
Flight
do it.
aborted by user.
Okay. All right, so what do I go to? Options. Okay, let me go. Just go up here. Okay, so what do I go? Options. Okay, now I'm in East Coast, so what do I change this to? I got to change it here. What do I change this to? Do I go minus? Like minus, I'm 5 hours behind the UK. So I do -5. Actually, I have to go. Yeah, I feel like 10 hours. Let's see how that happens. Let's see what that does. All right, save. All right, so let's go back to. Let's see what happens here. Listen, if we're learning here, so if this doesn't, you know, if this doesn't work, then we'll try something else. All right, check ride. Oh yeah, there you go. Nice, nice.
Welcome to OnAir check ride.
Okay.
Taxi to the runway
Thank you, guys.
and take off.
All right, so let me see here. Much better. Let me get the door closed. I would probably fail for that if I had the door open. That would probably be bad. All right, so we got heading. We're anticipating pretty much everything here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I'll start at like 8,000. I could always change it, so we'll start at 8,000 and see what happens. All right, we're gonna take off. Let's sync up our heading bug. So much better in VR. Oh my God. I was flying today in VR, and I hadn't flown in VR in about 4 days. It was all 2D on FS 2020, and my God, it was like diving into a pool on a hot day. You know? All right, here we go. All right. We're at VA-79. Just remember where the hell we are. At that those oil tanks right there. Should be easy to spot because there is actually a road there. We want 75 and rotate. Gear up.
Fly runway heading.
Flaps up.
Continue to climb.
Let's get that autopilot on. Get those yaw dampers on. Yeah, I'm really glad you can do that. That's much better, you know, than flying at night. You haven't used VR in about a year, Saron. Really? Oh, I can't live without it. Yeah, I don't mind dislikes. It's okay. You know, the way the YouTube algorithm actually works, well, they probably don't like X-Plane. Or maybe they don't like OnAir. Who knows? But the way it works, a lot of people don't realize that the YouTube algorithm doesn't care whether you hit a like or a dislike. All they want is interaction. That's really how it works, so I don't care. And plus, if people disagree, they disagree. What can you do? All right. Maybe you should get explain why
Turn
you wait.
right, heading 350.
350.
Climb to 8,000 feet.
Boy, I pegged it 8,000. 350. Wait, what? Did he say what? 350. Why would I turn right? Okay, well, whatever. She said right, so I'm just gonna go 350. It would have been easier to make a left. Maybe you should get explained while you wait for VR and FS. Yeah, you might be waiting a while. It took X-Plane. It took Laminar literally 3 years to get VR right. This last release, 11.50, is the release that made VR right. It really is. So they announced it like, well, maybe it was 2 years, 2.5 years, 18 months, maybe 2 years took them. This beautiful area here. So I think it's going to take. I think it's going to take Asobo a while to get VR right. Okay, so you could go either way. All right, thank you, Scully. I'll start doing that. So what you can do is, if you see a dislike, counter it with a like. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Up to you to hit the join button. But if you hit the join button, you get that little BT icon that Scully has there, plus access to a bunch of emojis. I'm actually working on another level of membership. It's going to give some extra benefits. So that's coming soon. So we're 8,000. We're on our heading here. Check rides are easy in VR. Take 6, how you doing? Good evening to you too. Scully, I agree with you. So my theory is, and I may have said this on here before, you got two types of users. You've got serious flight simmers, and you've got the gamer casual flight simmers. Both are, great people, and they each have their use case. If there's a larger balance of serious flight simmers, those are the features that you're going to see developed by Asobo. If there's a larger balance of more gamer casual flyers, those are the features that you're going to see developed by Asobo. They're always going to develop to their user base, the majority of the user base. Judging by what came out in the first release, it is designed more towards the gamer casual flyer. If they had a serious, I'm sure, and they said they had pilots involved, but the simple things like the way the G1000 works. I'm not going to go into it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I've said it before. It's supposed to be soon because of the deal with HP. Well, they're saying the fall. They didn't say what date. They didn't say. They said they're saying the fall. I got to put you guys up here because I can't keep looking down like that. That's a little better. May need to move to on-air window in the... Oh! Sorry, guys. Thank you. If that happens, just let me know. Sorry about that. Sometimes I forget. Nah, I'm not gonna do the airline members only. Yeah, I want to leave that open. But I do have some ideas for another level of membership on the channel. I've got a couple of ideas. I'll spill one of them, okay? I have this application that I'm using on the iPad with Microsoft Flight Simulator. It allows you to map keystrokes to the iPad. It's very, very cool, and I've spent a lot of time developing the page that I use. It really helps you just, at the press of a button, do stuff. So I'm probably going to make that available to the members. I've got a content area that I'm building up that has like raw footage and screenshots and stuff like that. That'll be available to members. May do like member-only streams, that kind of thing, where we'll have like a. I have to think about that, but yeah, so I have some ideas to do that. But the thing is like I don't want to overly commercialize. You know, it's more about having fun. Boy, this I'm waiting for my my flight instructor here to give me some instructions. I guess they want me to get to 8,000 first. I could probably pop it up a notch here. Yes, the casual is easier to program for. It's more about eye candy. It's eye candy, you know. There's like if you look at the longitude is a good example. The longitude, some people would look at it and say, "Wow, that's really cool. Look how cool it looks. Look at the cockpit. Look at the way they did it." And they modeled it beautifully. And the cockpit looks great. And actually, the G5000 isn't bad in that. Okay, but I look at it and say, well, it's missing like startup procedures, and it's missing a lot of that. It doesn't. The interior of the cabin isn't modeled. That's what, you know. Some people like me look at it and say it's incomplete, you know. And it's all, I guess, your perspective, right? It's all your perspective. And sometimes people, when they spend $60, $90, or $100 on something, they want to defend their purchase. That's part of it too, you know. Yeah, I would never overly commercialize it, but you know, I don't believe in defending your purchase. I believe in getting the value for what you buy. Okay. When I spend $50 on something, I want $50 worth of value. If I don't feel like I'm getting that value, I send it back. Now, FS 2020, you know, someone asked me on social media, well, why didn't you send, because I made some comment about it, and they said, well, why didn't you send it back? And I said, well, I thought about sending it back. But honestly,
now,
the value for
maintain 8,000 feet and heading 350.
Okay. The value for me and a lot of other streamers and content producers is it's really a content gold mine, right? A lot of people like to see it. It's fun to fly. It's got a lot of cool planes. There's a lot of interest. There's 1 million users. So it's got that value to it. For there, it's worth the money. But if I wasn't, you know, a streamer and I wasn't creating content...
Turn left, heading 80, descend to 5,000 feet.
No, I'm going to turn right, heading 80. What'd you say, 5,000? Airsoft, let's see. Yeah, thank you. It does say it there. 80 at 5,000, thank you. I have to take my headset. I have the VR headset on, so every time I want to read the monitor, I got to take it off. It's a pain in the neck. Airsoft, we're saying the marketplace isn't ready for them. I agree with that. To add airports and planes yet. I agree with that. I would say I think the flight modeling probably isn't ready for them yet. You know, like the FMS systems and stuff aren't ready. I mean, let me ask you a question. The thing is still it's really still a beta product. I mean, really, it's a beta product, right? Maybe it's like a release candidate. It's just beyond beta, just a little beyond beta. Okay. Anyway, Today is about, see, we always end up talking about FS 2020. Today is about X-Plane 11. And it seems to be working very well with OnAir, which is awesome. Because I get to fly in VR again. And hello to all my friends who are involved with FSC, flights, FS Economy. Hope you guys are watching too. If you choose to take the dive into OnAir, that's what this stream is all about. So check out those clouds. Pretty cool. That's the one thing that they fixed in this release 11.50 was there was a big problem in VR with cloud shadow flickering. Drove me crazy for 2 years, and finally it's gone, and it was like a wonderful thing to be able to turn clouds on. They could do aircraft, but they can't finish their planes. Wow, 6 to 12 months. Where did you read that somewhere, Scully? Yeah, you need X-Plane 11 flight model in FS 2020. I think you're going to be waiting a while for that. I really do. I think this is my prediction. You guys want to write it down, and you can throw it in my face if it doesn't happen. I think X-Plane 12 will be out before FS 2020 as a comparable flight model. That's what I think. I also think that if Laminar was smart...
Maintain 5,000 feet and heading 80.
Awesome. Well, we're really cranking. We're cranking at 180. This plane can get going when you're descending. Is it on YouTube? Is it on the YouTube? Can you post it in Discord? Like on the in the FS channel on Discord? If you could post it there, that'd be awesome, because I'd like to check that out.
Now, reduce your speed to 90 knots or less and maintain your altitude.
90?
Use your flaps if necessary.
Seriously, 90? Okay. 90, that's like almost stalling. Come on.
Please maintain 90 knots or less.
Thanks, Scully.
You are currently at 162
Yeah, I know. This
knots.
plane wasn't built to cruise at 90. And I can't put the flaps on yet. That's... would an instructor really tell you to do that with this plane? Go to 90? At 5,000 feet? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Please maintain 90 knots or less.
Yeah,
you
well,
are currently at 145 knots.
I know, but I can't slam the flaps on at 140. Yeah, I kind of disagree, Kyber, but yeah, listen, that's fine.
Please maintain 90 knots or less.
All right, I'm going to pop the flaps on here. Let's see what happens.
128 knots.
I like X-Plane.
Please maintain 90 knots or less.
I'm getting there.
You are currently at 103
You get a stall
knots.
warning? Or is that the gear warning? Okay, there we go, 90.
Now, maintain this speed and 5,000 feet and make a 360 standard turn to the right.
360? Okay.
Continue the right turn until heading 80.
$90 knots is slow for this plane.
Go to heading 80, maintain 90 knots or less.
Uh-oh.
Please, return to 5,000 feet, heading
Yeah, I'm
80,
trying to get there, hon.
maintain 90 knots or less.
Trying to get there, hon. I can't read chat while I'm doing this, guys, so I'll get it done. I just lost altitude.
Resume to normal speed. Turn right, heading 310, climb to 7,000 feet.
310. No, I'm going to turn left 310. What did they say? 7,000? Flaps up. Forgot about the flaps. What the hell are you guys talking about? Check ride was a hoot in the 208. I tell you, it's kind of cool that you have to do the check rides. That really is really kind of cool. I kind of like that. At first I was like, oh, this is BS. I just want to fly the plane. I think it's actually pretty damn cool that you got to do that. Well, the thing about it, Hammer, in VR, you could just like lean in like this and look at the instruments. That's why I love VR. VR is awesome. I'm gonna get a sip of my beverage. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you could, please. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't like it, hit the dislike, whatever. Alright, we're coming up to 7,000. Yeah, it's a little something extra. Yeah, it's VR. I'm in VR, Travis. So it's a little different. So now it's going to have me return to VA-79, right? So I got to figure that out. I should probably get my flight plan ready. Right, flight plan.
Now, maintain 7,000 feet and heading 310. Now, return and land at your departure airport with an appropriate IFR or VFR approach.
Well, it's a grass landing, so I don't think it's going to have don't think it's going to have a procedure. Okay, there we go. How far are we? 28 miles. We're at 7,000 feet. Okay, we could do that. So let's go nav. And let's get down to 5,000. Oh, am I going away from? Let's look at nearest airports. Sometimes it's in there.
Return to the airport.
Yeah, I'm going to.
189. Distance 30 nautical miles.
I don't understand what the hell. Hold on. Activate. There we go. That's how you go. Forgot how to do it. I don't use it that often. So basically, you select it, you hit the nearest airport, activate, and boom, it takes you there. Do 191. No, it's not. It's not annoying to use at all. I'm totally fine with it. Get used to using it. And actually, over here, you got a much bigger flight plan. I'm using the smaller one over here, but if we go over here, it's much bigger, much easier to use. Nothing like VR, man. Nothing like VR. Alright, so I know our elevation, we're going to get down to actually 3,500. Let's just do that. Or let's just take a 4,000. I tell you what, we're kind of running on vapor here. Probably should have put some fuel in there. You'll hit both like and dislike. Yeah, and leave a comment. Comments are good too, man. When you leave comments, that's awesome too. VR's on your someday list, but not yet. Okay, yeah, it's an investment. It's an investment. Air hauler monitors flight G, so flying passengers. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. They have like customer satisfaction. That's a cool idea. All right, so I guess it sounds like OnAir does it as well. All right, so we got a little bit of ways here. I could probably get down a little bit further here. We'll go down to 35. I literally have hundreds of hours in this plane in VR. Can you guys hear the drums in the background? Here's the OnAir speed, so you can take a look at what's going on there. So there we are on the map. $17 gallons of fuel. 24 miles. Restarted your Thunder because you had you had no gas to get out. Oh, that's cool. Got the Avatab. How are you going to handle longer missions and streaming? I'm just going to stream them. Yeah, my wife is practicing. My wife is a drummer. I'm a guitar player. I've been playing for a long time. My wife is a drummer. I got two Christmases ago, I got her drum lessons for Christmas and a kit, and she practices every day for literally an hour, and in 2 years she's really started to she's really starting to get good. She loves it. It's great for her. She really loves it. Alright, I think we could actually get down to 3,000 here. I got to be able to pick up this grass runway. 4-hour flight. I've done 8-hour streams before. That's the longest I've ever done. I would stream a 4-hour flight. Would do that. Got a couple people to chat with. Yeah, most of it's autopilot, right? So you turn on autopilot and you listen to an audiobook or watch something on Netflix, or that's what's cool about VR. Like, I could be in the cockpit here and I can bring up there's a plugin called Move VR. I just use that. I use that actually to bring this chat up. But you can have a window here. Like if I wanted to, I could have Netflix, and I could actually bring up Netflix and watch Netflix while I'm here. And it's actually pretty cool. So if you have a long flight and you want to stay in VR, I like to give my eyes a rest. Like at least, I'm off and on with the headset because I'm looking at the monitors. But you don't want to. I don't like to be in the headset for longer than like 30 or 40 minutes without taking a little eye break. You like jazz and real instruments? Awesome. Yeah, she's more of a rock drummer. Take 6, which is kind of what I've helped her move towards. But the good news about the G1000 is we'll be able to pick up hopefully what the runway aspect looks like, so we'll be able to get in there. I haven't used Oculus Dash. I do know about it, but I don't really do that kind of thing in VR. My VR use cases are pretty limited. It's definitely flight simulation. I do meditation. There's some really cool meditation app for Oculus. And I do this gun club thing. It's kind of cool. There's like 3 or 4 things I do in VR, but 95% of what I do in VR is flight simulation. Oh, you're right where you're on autopilot. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I mean, it's, flight simulation, especially if you're doing like OnAir Manager, it's like there's a dedication of time to the hobby, right? Which is a good thing. I gotta figure out a good place to put this. See, like, this is not good there. That's not good. I can't read it. It's gotta be like, I guess this is really the best place. That's really the best place right there. Alright. 12 miles. Alright, we're going to knock it down another 1,000. You could do this too, watch. You could teleport. I'm outside the plane. Can I see the plane? I just teleported down to the ground. Sometimes you can see the plane. Back in the plane. That's cool. Oh, we got a couple of people in the plane for the check ride. Check that out. Yeah, I've tried Dash. I don't use it. I think I tried it when it first came out. I just don't use it that way. Like, I don't use it for monitoring and stuff like that, like I said. And actually, sometime in October, hopefully, I'll be switching away from the Oculus ecosystem to the Windows mixed reality, because I'm getting an HP Reverb G2. So things are going to change. I'm sure there's a way to view Oculus software. I don't have a whole lot invested in it. Maybe 3 or 4 applications, so it's not too bad. But I'm going to be leaving the ecosystem. All right, we got 7 miles, so we should be looking for our field here. Start to slow down a little bit. Because a big part of the check ride is being able to get back home, right? And then we'll see if we can pick up a job out of VA-79. So much easier to fly in VR. Oh, so much easier. Just the landing alone is easy. So much easier. I use Travis. I have a Oculus Rift, the CV1, the first consumer version of the Rift. I've had it for about 4 years, so it's time to upgrade. You know, it's time to upgrade. All right, 5 miles. Let's see. I don't see. Oh, we don't see a runway.
It's the right airport.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna have to figure this out here. I'm gonna go off autopilot. It should be. Sometimes it's hard to pick up the grass. I'm gonna put a notch of flaps in so we can slow down. So we got 4 miles. I might have to circle around a little bit to pick it up. Just watch my speed. It's not there. 3 miles. Heading right on it. Sometimes you get lucky and you're lined up perfectly. Let me zoom in here and see if I can pick it up. Remember those oil drums, right? Those oil storage. I think I see them up there. All right. Yeah, I think I see him up there. 2 miles. Where's the oil? Where's the oil? I don't see him. I don't see. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. We're lined up pretty well. Good. Beautiful. Let's get the gear down. We're at 100 knots. We picked up. We got eyes on the runway. We got a first notch of flaps in there. All right. You can see it. I'm just going to zoom in. You can see it right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. On the check ride for the TBM 930, I took off from a grass runway, and it was a real bitch to try to find it. Almost impossible to find. I guess I got lucky and found it. It was not only that, it was like a short runway. All right, trimming up here. '87, '86, '85. Beautiful. Right on the money. Right on the money. All right. Flare up. Throttle down. Let the energy dissipate. Get those wheels on.
Landed at Victor Alpha 79.
Oh, we got it. Brakes.
Hickory Tree Farm. Taxi to your parking and shut down the engine.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You got a valve index? You don't use it, eh? You don't like flying in VR? Awesome. Okay, let's get that parking brake on. And let's turn off those engines. Come on. Oops. Come on. Mouse has been active. Come on. The pointer, the laser pointer has been acting weird. I don't know why. I have to go over here and just click it.
End of flight, registered in OnAir Company. Thank you. You passed your practical exam.
Yay!
3 out of 3 exercises succeeded.
Yay! All right. We have papers to fly the Diamond. Awesome. Okay, so good news. We are now certified on the Diamond DA-62 and able to fly, which is what we're going to do. So let's look at jobs at VA. You cannot ask for jobs on a small airport setting. Oh, what? So when I select use small airport, that just think, oh, there's no jobs here. That sucks. Okay, well, let's see if there's any short drop. Oh, let's see if there's short trips. So how about we just like have an all? Why don't we have an all? Okay. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. All right, well, we got a problem. Okay, so there's no jobs here. So let's look nearby. Go to here. Find jobs. Oh, I see surrounding airports. So let's do this. Search surrounding airports. So let's go to here. And let's do max is 6 passengers. Max is 15. We'll just do 1,200, 2,000 pounds. Well, got to be something nearby. You failed the check ride? Oh, you didn't shut down properly. Okay. Okay, so where is this? Okay, so we got it. This 2. I don't want to do 2. 194. That's a long one. Let's just do this by distance and see here. Yeah, see, to make the money, you got to go for these big ones here, these long ones. KJVO. These are all KJYO. How far is KJYO? Let's look at Sky Vector. Let's look at Sky Vector. So we're at the VA-79. And we're going to... We would go to KJVO. Hopefully it's not too far. KJVO. Valid airport. Seriously? Oh, YO. Duh. Sorry. 11 miles. Alright, that's good. We could live with that. So that's going to be our closest action. So we're going to go... We'll take one of these... what's this guy here? What's this? 1,200 pounds. Can we fit that? That's 2 legs. We'll go with this guy here. I know it's not huge, but we're going to take that one there. All right, so we're going to go to KYO. So we need to enter our flight plan. We're going to go KYO. And then we're going to go, we'll figure out from there. So let's get to KYO first, okay? So let's go to here. And let's go to here. And let's go to, just going to put a little fuel in there. 30 in there. I mean, you're in KIAD, yeah. All right, let me just make this a little bigger so I can read the damn thing. Let me get the sky vector off on air. All right, so we're gonna put we'll put 15. It's not, we're not flying far. We're flying 11 miles. So confirm and go fly. Oh, just reapply and I'll get you back in there, dude. Don't worry about it. Reapply and I'll be happy to get you back in there. KJYO. Oh, Manassas. All right, cool. Yeah, Jean. I guess it's pronounced Jean. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. It's hard to know, but you're happy. If you want to rejoin, just rejoin, and I'll get you in there again. No problem. All right, we're gonna go to. You're about to start a flight. Yes, I know. I gotta go fly where I can pick some people up. All right, KJYO, right? KJYO. Oh, I gotta start the damn thing up again. I forgot about that. It's an easy start, this plane. So now here's the wait, hold on. All right, short flight. Oh, wait, that's not it. Good thing I checked that out. Come on. I can't delete the leg. Leesburg Executive. All right, cool. 11 miles. Beautiful. All right. We can keep our altitude at 2,000. We're going to go nav. We're going to go, oh, hold on. We're going to go nav. We're going to go 800 feet. We got flaps to take off. And we are ready to go. Here we go. Oh shit! I'm gonna run out of runway here. I thought I was at the end of the runway. I'm sorry. We'll have to take off from the grass. Come on. Oh, good thing. Look at that. That hill would have been a bitch. All right, that was an error. Let's get some airspeed. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome to come back in. You know, how am I finding switching between FS 2020 and X-Plane? It's fine. VR for me is where it's at. So, I mean, this sort of like the eye candy has kind of worn off. I mean, it's still, yes, it blows you away. And like last night, I was flying around in New York City area near JFK, and the scenery definitely does blow you away. Okay, but there's nothing like flying in VR, and you can see, look how smooth this is. The frame consistency is fantastic, you know. So, to me, like I said before, it's like jumping back in a pool on a hot day. You know, you feel really good. But yeah, I just forgot where I was. I was in the middle of the run, or towards the end of the runway. Yeah, I did start the mission. Yes, I did. Okay, thanks. It says airborne time locked on the status. So that's the one thing. It doesn't show you that any status in X-Plane. You got to look at the thing. You got to look at the thing. All right, this is going to be a short trip. We're going to get there, pick up our job, and then fly that job. I have a feeling I'm going to be renting this plane for a while because I have a feeling I'm going to buy one of these first because it's only like 200 grand or something like that. So I got to start our virtual airline, and then I'm going to buy a plane. I guess. I don't know. I guess that's how I'm going to do it. I don't want to go too fast here because we're going to just slow down again. But I'm using ortho, and it looks good. I mean, the trees, you know, I eliminate the trees in X-Plane because that's really a frame eater. Especially in the area that you fly here, like in the East and Mid-Atlantic, there's so many trees that I eliminate the trees. But that's the one thing, FS 2020, they did an excellent job with their trees. Now, we're looking at them in 2D right now, right? So I'm anxious to see what it looks like in 3D. I think that's going to be the proof of the pudding. When you put a headset on and you sit in the cockpit of the DA-62 and FS 2020, what's the scenery going to look like? Is it going to look like Aerofly FS2, where that sort of like that I Am Legend still life type scenery, or is there going to be a little life to it, or, you know, it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, there are. In OnAir, you mean. There's a Aerobask version, which is this version, for X-Plane, and then there's a MF 2020. So I guess you got to buy both planes, which kind of is weird. Like, you should be able to buy you should be able to buy a DA-62 and use it in any sim, right? Like I know in FS Economy, you have a DA-62, you can use it in any sim. But if OnAir, I think you're right. I think OnAir makes you buy the plane for the sim. All right, let's just check out our runway here. I see us there. Right up there. We're kind of perpendicular. All right, so I'm going to get ourselves lined up here. That's the thing about VR. Like, I could just like turn my head, look over here, turn my head, look over there. It's like, you know, you're in a real plane. And when you're landing, you get the three-dimensional feeling, you know. Right, there's my runway. I have to really get out here. Alright, we should be good here to do a base turn. Slowing down to 130. Scratching my nose. There's the runway. Eyes on the runway. Gear down. Getting that trim up. Full flaps. We're going to make an aggressive turn into landing. This is hard to do in 2D, what I'm doing right here. You can't, for me, it's got to be like an elongated approach. I can't do like, you know, cut turn approaches like this, but I can do them all day in VR. I can do them all day in VR. This is a nice airport. A lot of stuff to look at. 94, 93, 92, 91. All right, center of that runway. Get that flare going. All right, throttle down, dissipate energy. There you go.
Landed at Kilo Juliet Yankee Oscar, Leesburg Executive.
We're going to miss the first ramp exit there. We're going to go pick up our cargo. Clean up the flaps, back to takeoff. Trim is already set for takeoff. We'll exit here. I'll figure our cargo is in one of these little sheds over here. I tell you what I like being back in X-Plane is the ground handling is so much better in X-Plane. Oh, the ground handling in FS 2020. It's shit awful, guys. All right, let's just be honest. It's terrible. All right, we'll just park right here. All right, we got to turn this baby off again. Oh crap. All right, let's go. Master's off. Oop. Come on. Master's off. Okay. Electronics off.
End of flight. Registered in OnAir company.
Okay, good. All right, we are where we are. So, so let me ask you guys a question. You went back to VR landings, yeah, because of the landings, right? Take 6, that's the main thing. Let me ask you guys a question. Should we petition folks at OnAir to please allow to end the job by hitting the parking brake? Just shutting down the thing all the time. I mean, just please, I think we should just be allowed to do that. Don't you think? Prepare. Okay. All right. We're going to PHL. We're going to Philadelphia. Okay, cool. Can I start the flight now? You don't have enough assigned weight? What? What? You cannot start the flight now. You don't have enough assigned weight. What does that mean? Oh, no. The 172, I totally disagree with you. I haven't found one plane in FS 2020 that has good ground handling. Not one. I'm parked. I'm parked and I turned the thing off. I shut it down. Plane shut down. Why does it saying you cannot start the flight now? You don't have enough assigned weight. There you go. See right here, it says you cannot start the flight now. You don't have enough assigned weight. What does that mean? No, I disagree. I disagree. That's okay. What the hell does that mean? Should I do auto balance? Oh, there you go. Okay, I had to balance the plane. All right, that's all right. That's all it was. All right, so how far are we flying? 118 miles. We need to put a little bit more fuel in there. So let's go 33. Let's go. Yeah, I don't. The ground handling is awful in FS2020. There's no doubt about it. All right, so that's all good to go here. We got enough fuel. We're gonna have to enter our flight plan. I think for Philadelphia we'll do a. Yeah, I gotcha. I figured that. Thank you, Take 6. I figured that out. We're gonna confirm and go. Oh, you're an actual pilot. Okay, well then I got to take your word for it, man. What about the Sorry, I have to take your word for it. My bad. I'll admit when I'm wrong. That's for sure. So where we're going? We're going to KJY. What about the other one? The other version of the. Thank you for the subscription. K Gerwin 1973. Thanks for joining, and thanks for the subscription. John, what about the I can't. The name escapes me, but the SR the C-72. It's the study version, the study model version, not the reality expansion pack. There's another company that has okay, we're gonna go Keeley. All right, so we have to go to what is the name of that company that geez, I can't remember the name of it. AFL, yeah, AFL. That's the one. Airfoil, that's the one. What do you think of the airfoil one? That's the one I was thinking of. What do you think of that one? So you're saying that, I mean, you fly every day, right? So you fly this 172 from real life. We're going Keeley waypoint, so let me get that in there, Keeley. You're saying that Microsoft's FS2020 has the ground handling that you would say is true to life? So great to have a real world pilot watching. That's awesome. Sorry guys, I'm not ignoring chat. I have to just look at the G1000 here so I can scroll in my flight plan. Going to Philadelphia International. All right. And we'll bring her up to 5,000. We're going to go nav. We're going to climb at 800. We're set to takeoff. We got our flight plan right there. Everything is on and going. Let's see. So, mostly about ground handling. Requires mostly brakes to make turns on the taxi. Okay, so like the real SR22, you have to. What do they call that braking? That turning? You actually press the brakes to turn. I forget what it's called. Neither of them got it down. Okay. All right, cool. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Have you flown? Have you ever flown a SR-22, Jean? All right, let me just make sure I can start my flight here. So we're ready to go in the flight. Okay, we are tracking the flight, and we are good to go. Differential braking, thank you. Couldn't remember the name. Which way are we heading? We're heading east, so it doesn't really matter which way we take off. I'm not using any weather, so I can feel the plane's heavy. Leesburg traffic, Diamond 328 Tango Delta taxiing to runway whatever the hell it is. We'll be departing the pattern to the east, climbing to 5,000 Diamond. Piper Archer, okay. Differential braking. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you. I wasn't too. I bought the Airfoil Labs 172. It was hard to start. I remember that. It was really hard to start. Leesburg traffic, 328 Tango Delta departing runway. Was it 17? Runway 17. Sorry, runway 7 will be departing the runway 17 will be departing the pattern to the east, climbing to 5,000 Leesburg. All right, we're all lined up, ready to go. Just double check here. OnAir is on. We're tracking. Flight plan in 110 miles, and we're going to Philadelphia. 88%. And we're rolling. Trim is in good shape. Airspeed's alive. We're looking for 78 knots. And 77, 78, 70, and rotate. Runway heading. Gear up. Gear up. My gear will not go. Oh, I know why. It's like, why won't the gear go up? It's because the gear's stuck. What? Okay, my gear is messed up. I should probably return to the airport, right? Unsafe. It's okay when it's down, but it won't go up. Okay, I got a failure here. Let's get we're going to lower my altitude to 2,000. And we got to figure out what the hell is wrong with our maybe overspeed. All right. It's the first time this has happened to me. Hey, thanks for the subscription. something on here. Now, I could go back to the airport, which is what I'm going to do. Unless I want to fly all the way there with my gear down, my gear up. Because when I put it down, yeah, because I hit this before. Gear unsafe. Well, what's the consensus? Should I go back to the airport? I mean, in real life I would. It means they're going to have to restart the flight. We're going back. We can't fly with bad gear. Leesburg traffic, Diamond 328 Tango Delta. We're unsure of our gear, our landing gear right now, so we're going to make an emergency landing, runway 17. Full stop, Leesburg. All right, so it appears we got 3 green, so I'm going to get her back down and see if we can get this fixed. Got to do things right. I mean, I could fly all the way to Philly with the gear down, but they're going to burn a lot of gas and take forever. All right, let's go flaps down. It appears I've got 3 green. We'll find out. Exactly, I'd burn all the fuel, so I have no choice but to turn back. And that's what we're doing. It's okay. We'll get the plane fixed, and then we'll be on our way. It didn't show any warning until we took off and tried to put the gear up. So, Leesburg traffic, 328 Tango Delta, turning left, turning final for runway 17. Full stop, Leesburg. Where the hell is it? Where's my runway? Where's my runway? It should be right there. There it is. I tried to retract it I mean, I'll try it now. See, it's still not going up. I'm at 87 knots. Yeah, foam on the runway. Foam on the runway. Well, I mean, my gear is down. So, I mean, we should be okay here. Let's see. We'll just come in nice and slow. We got full flaps. Yeah, I probably something to do with the speed, who knows, or just a random failure. Okay, we can see the emergency vehicles lining the runway here. We're going to do our best to bring this down very slow. And just touch those gears, so hopefully they don't collapse under the belly. All right, they're good.
Landed at Kilo Juliet Yankee Oscar, Leesburg Executive.
Yeah, I don't bounce them too often. Are we gonna go find a mechanic? That's what we gotta do. We gotta find a mechanic. I wonder if it's... Does OnAir break your plane? Boy, a lot of 172s here. Holy crap. It's like it must be a Cessna factory around here. Park next to the Baron. See if we can take care of our problem. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to abort the flight. Alright, let me do that.
Flight aborted by user.
Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into flight config, and we're going to go here. We're going to go failures, fix all systems. How do we test? How do we test? How do we know? I fixed all the failures. Probably has a gear transverse speed of something like... Yeah, I don't know. It's never happened to me before. I could just reload the plane. Let me think about this for a second. I think I'm going to reload the plane because I don't want to get up again and have the gear. So if I go to... Oh, wait, hold on. Resume flight. It won't take long to reload the plane, so let me just do this. Go to here, go to developer. Just show you what I'm doing here. So developer, and just do reload aircraft, skip ARC. Reload. It's going to take a little bit here, but let's reload it. I mean, I was probably doing 90 or maybe 85, 90 when I retracted, because I usually, you know, when I get to about 200 feet, that's when I retract. Don't forget to clean the seats, dispose the vomit bags. Yeah, exactly. All right, we got to get the engine running here. Okay, let's hopefully this will, or the, you know, make sure your fuel tanks are, your fuel pumps are going here. Let's get these pumps going here. Come on. Damn it. Oh, come on. I got the plane is all. All right. Get the master on. All right, we got good spins there. Everything is on here. Hopefully, we won't have to enter our flight plan again. Nope. Good. Let me go to the menu here. And let's get ready to go. Get rid of those. Nothing there, right? Nothing there to deal with? Okay. Maybe it was OnAir that screwed the plane. I don't know. It's weird, kind of weird. It's the first time I ever had that happen. Ever. In this plane. Ever. Alright. Prepare for flight. We have a range of 323 miles. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. Why not? We're balanced. go to flight. Gonna take a little few minutes here. That's one of the first time. I think that's the first time I had to return to the airport because of a fault. That's all right. Did I do the right thing, Jean? You're a real-world pilot. Should I have declared an emergency there? Yeah, I'll just start. Oh, destination. KPHL. All right. No, I turned that off. I turned that off. I don't have random failures on, just because of that reason. You know, I don't want that happening. All right, so let's look at our flight plan. We're going to K-Lee. We're going to go nav. We're going to go 5,000 feet, and we're going to go up 800 feet per minute. We got flaps to takeoff. We got trim set to takeoff, and we need chat set to read. Move VR, manage windows. Right here, best quality, move to. Okay, there you go. Put that over there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Make this a little bigger. Move that right there. Beautiful. All right, so we should be good to go. So we're going to try this again. We're going to try this again. We are going to try this one more time and see how she goes. All right, here we go. Leesburg traffic, Diamond 328 Tango Delta, taxiing to runway 17. Leesburg. Amongst the road of, there's an Army. 172. 172, Baron. 172, Baron. 172, Baron. Cut across taxi lanes, because that's how we roll. That's how we roll. We're all ready to go. We just gotta hope our gear goes up this time. What do you think, guys? What are the chances the gear will go up? I say there's a good chance the gear will go up. We don't need this. This is plenty of runway for us. Long runway. Here we go. Leesburg traffic, 328 Tango Delta is on the roll. Will be departing the pattern to the east, climbing to 5,000. Leesburg. All right. Gear up. Nope, we got a gear problem again. Oh, there it goes. It's up. Okay, it's up. Good. So we fixed our gear problem. Nice. Just a random failure. I have had problems with this. We're going to go autopilot, yaw damper, and we are on the roll. Leesburg traffic, 328 Tango Delta, departing the pattern to the east, climb to 5,000. Last call, Leesburg. Yeah, not sure what happened there. I need to clean my seat. Yeah. No, I was. Did I seem nervous when that happened? See, that's part of VR. Like, because you feel like you're in the plane. Like, there was a part of me that felt I needed to get this plane down safely. Really, I'm serious. I know that sounds crazy, but there really was a part of me that felt, okay, I need to think about what's the best thing to do here. And I was going through it, I'm like, do I go to Philadelphia? Or the stream's going to be another 20 minutes if I left to land again, which is fine. I don't mind that. But all these things are going through my mind, and I'm like, oh, I got to land because I don't have gear. Right? I don't want to be flying, 115 miles with thinking about if my gear's going to work or not. Right? Anyway, it was interesting. I seemed nervous when yeah, I was. Well, now I'm not nervous. Now I'm happy. So now we can just get on our ass on our way to Philadelphia. See if we can get there quick. The one bummer about Thunder is that you can't do sim time compression. I mean, everybody can't, so it's a level playing field. But it would be nice in Thunder if you could do that. Just let everybody do it. And then if you just how FS Economy works, you're allowed to do it, but you can only fly. The way they do it is you can only fly 30 hours of FS Economy time within a 48-hour period. Okay, so that's how they restrict people from, constantly doing, 2 days worth of time compression and making all the money. But you don't think you see some of those people that are, the top pilots that have 11,000, some ridiculous amount of flights, 1,100 flights or something. You don't think they're using time compression? Of course they are. They have to. There's no way you could do all that in a month. So I use time compression FS Economy for the long flights. It's called Netflix. You could actually do it in Thunder, but what happens is when you land, your pilot is idle for the amount of time so that you can catch up. So basically you can't do it because it's the same thing. Well, it's really kind of the same thing, right? So you can do time compression and then you have to wait on the ground. So you might as well just fly in real time. It's called Netflix. Do you guys watch Ozark? Oh man, what a great show that is on Netflix. I'm just happy that I can fly in daylight on the server. That's awesome. Ozark is a great show. It's a great show. All right, so we accomplished a lot. We got check ride done for the 172, and we got our first job going to Philadelphia, and we're going to make some money with the Did I say the 172? I meant the DA-62. Warp is fine if you need to live in a hurry. No, Joe, I'm using Oculus Rift virtual reality. Oh, if you have to leave in a hurry, yeah. Right, exactly. So you warp and then you let your guy, that makes sense. That makes total sense. So you go fast and then you let your guy wait on the ground in Thunder. Now this is all virtual reality, Joe. Alright, coming up to 5,000 feet. By the way, the DA-62 absolutely sips gas. It sips gas. Yeah, it is awesome. So now, when you're at 5,000 feet, I would argue that Ortho 4XP looks very, very, very good. The only difference is because it's not uniform, because it's satellite pictures, and some of the satellite pictures are taken at different times of day or different times of the year. So you might have a fall image mixed in with a spring image, so that's kind of like not real. But if you look out the window there, that looks pretty damn good. Check that out. Those trees look from up here look very, very good. I can't wait to fly the longitude in VR. That's going to be fun. What's the boys about? What's the boys about? Still trying to make yourself do the tutorial flight to get the free 172. Well, that's in Cumulus. You don't get that free 172 in Thunder. So if you're on the Thunder server, don't waste your time. Do it on Cumulus and you'll get the 172. Yeah, you got to go for like a TBM or this plane here, TBM is gonna. The problem is that OnAir's TBM is missing 2 seats. It's actually the TBM 930 is actually an 8-seat plane, two pilots and 6 passengers. They have this as a 5-passenger. OnAir has the 930 as a 5-passenger plane. It should be a 7-passenger plane. It's like this is a 6-passenger plane. 1 in the right seat, 3 in the back, and 2 in the way back. We should kind of petition them to ask them to change the 930. Yeah, I just dove into Thunderhammer because I figured I would probably get to it at some point, and if I was going to spend time, I might as well spend time on the one that I'm going to end up doing most of the time. So that's kind of what I did it. I'll have to check out the boys. I like Ozark. I watched all the Narcos series. The Narcos was excellent. Trailer Park Boys. I'm a big Trailer Park Boys fan. I love Trailer Park Boys. Trailer Park Boys are hilarious. I'm kind of sad though that any of you guys Trailer Park Boys fans, you'll get what I mean when I say this. After season 12, they went to cartoon, and I think it's because the guy who played Jim Leahy passed away, so they went to cartoon, and the cartoons to me just aren't as good. It's not Trailer Park Boys. It's one of the funniest shows. It's definitely like bathroom humor and like disgusting humor, but it's hilarious. It's along the lines of like South Park, that kind of thing. I mean, it's a little very different. Banshees. I never saw that Banshee. Never saw Banshee. Oh, I got to give away a subscription. We got to give away a subscription. You guys want me to give away a subscription? All right, let's give away. We're going to give away a 1-month subscription to OnAir. Okay, and we're going to have a trivia question. So make sure everybody catches up, so you're in real time. If you're watching like lagging behind in the DVR or whatever, I'll give you like 5 minutes to like catch up, so you can hear this if you're behind. Kind of odd when you think about it, but anyway. So it's going to be, you got to be in real time to really be able to react. So we'll have a trivia question. Go to my Discord, okay? The link's in the description. Give me 1 second here. Go to my Discord, link in the description. Sign up for the Discord. And in the Discord, you're going to see a channel under OnAir Airline Manager called Post Trivia Answer here. Okay? I'm going to put a thing here. New contest. Okay, so new contest. We're going to have a trivia contest. Let me get my trivia question. Aviation trivia, all right? Aviation trivia. Make sure you're in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you can't participate. I never watched Banshee. I'm not sure what that is. Pick a good one. Alright, I got a question. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. It's going to be a multiple choice A, B, or C. Okay? And as soon as you know the answer, type the letter A, B, or C on the Discord, on my Discord in the Post Trivia Answers Here channel. Okay? Are you guys ready? Everybody ready? Give you a couple more minutes. We're giving away a 1-month subscription to OnAir. We've sent you the key. You can apply it to your. If you're already a subscription holder, you can apply it to your current subscription. 1-month subscription to OnAir. Thanks to the folks at OnAir for providing me with these great gifts to give away to those interested. Here comes a random letter. Don't answer yet. I don't want to see anybody answer yet. Cool. All right. We've got a couple people in there. All right. Here we go. You ready? Question is, which aircraft is known as Hercules? A, the C-5, B, KC-135, or C, the C-130? Go for it. Whoever answers first wins. There's a little lag in the stream, so that causes a bit of a problem. Which aircraft is known as Hercules? A, C-5. Phil Shift gets the answer. The C-130, the Hercules. Way to go, dude. Way to go. Congratulations. Phil, you are the winner of a... You have no effing idea. That's why it's a good trivia question. But Phil... No, it wasn't A, dude. It was C. C. The answer was C, the C-130. And C was in the name. So, Phil, you win. So give me 1 second here, Phil, and I'm going to get you your key right now. Awesome, Phil. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you for the kind words. I got to write your name next to it so I keep track of who gets what. Okay, hold on. All right, Phil, let me get you your key. And Phil, I'm going to IM you your key in a second here. Give me 1 second. I will let you know when I send it. Phil, here it comes. Nice picture, Phil. Congratulations, man. Thank you for taking part. And I still have a bunch of keys left, so we'll be doing this every time I do a stream, courtesy of the folks at OnAir. So thanks to them for providing that. All right, guys. So let's see. Let's check our status here. All right, we got about 77 miles to go to Philadelphia. Time 23 minutes. So that's not too bad. We're clocking 164 knots. So yeah, I never saw a Banshee, dude. Never saw a Banshee. But if you haven't watched Ozark, Ozark is awesome. I don't know if you guys are Breaking Bad fans or like Better Call Saul. I love both of those were great shows. Are great shows. Were great. I watched Better Call Saul. Great show. Ozark is as good, if not better, than Breaking Bad, in my opinion. It's a fantastic show. Fantastic show. The characters are awesome. Is that engine of the plane? I guess it's a little too loud. Let me fix that. It's a little too loud for stream. Let's get it a little lower. That's a little better. I felt like I was yelling over engine noise. Yeah, it's awesome. It's as good, if not better, than Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was great. So a little story about Breaking Bad. My kids all watched it. My wife and I never really watched it when it was on. And when the finale, everyone was excited about the finale episode, or the final 3 episodes, or whatever it was. So I said, oh, let me watch it. I guess it was 6 seasons or 7 seasons. I binged watched Breaking Bad in like 10 days. I watched all 7 seasons in 10 days. It was ridiculous. Like, I took a couple of days off from work. It was like ridiculous. I got so hooked on it, and I watched it so fast that I forgot half of it. So I had to like watch it again, you know. Yeah, I mean, I think in some planes they're better. You know, I don't have really reference because I've never been in a DA-62 in real life, right? I gotta get my situation correct here. I've never been in a DA-62 in real life. I've never been in an SR-22 in real life. You know? So I don't really... It's hard for me to say which are better. So for me, it's more like if the sound is clear, you know. I don't know. They both sound great to me. X-planes sound fine. What's cool in VR is when you have the headset on, you get spatial audio. So like when you turn your head, it gets louder on one side or the other. Which is kind of cool. I'm not sure if it does that in 2D. Finales and shows are always a letdown. I don't know, always. The Breaking Bad finale was great. The Seinfeld finale was awful. The Office finale was very good. Yeah, I don't know if Jean's still here. I guess it's Jean. I'm not sure if he's still here, but if you are still here, Jean, would you say which has the better 172 sounds? FS 2020 or X-Plane 11? Hopefully he's still here. Hopefully he's still here. So guys, one thing, if you aren't yet a member of the OnAir Airline Manager user group on Facebook. If you use Facebook at all, if you don't, that's fine. But I know there's a big Discord following. But if you're into Facebook, just search on OnAir Airline Manager user group. Sign up. I'm basically moderating it, so there'll be no BS. It won't be one of those wide open groups with no monitors. So feel free to sign up, and we'll get a community going. Oops. You got 280 XP for your 4-hour flight. Hey, the Outgoing Clan. Thanks for subscribing, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for the subscription. Think about subscribers. I'm not sure if you're watching the stream, Outgoing Clan, because if someone, and Chris Gable, thank you for the subscription. I just saw you there. If you happen to be like watching another video and I guess you hit subscribe, you're going to show up here. So that's kind of a weird thing. I probably shouldn't put the subscribers on the history, right? Probably remove that. Anyhow. So yeah, make sure you check out the user group on Facebook. So I don't know if some of you guys were on the stream last night, but I just posted a video on YouTube like an hour before I started streaming of last night. I was just messing around, flying around JFK in the biplane, and I was flying around. And I saw this like a portable hangar, and I attempted to fly underneath that hangar, and I was able to do it. And then I did it twice, so I made a video of it and put it on the website. Oh, Ongoing Clan, there you are, man. You've been watched your channel. Oh, cool. Nice, man. You binge watched the channel. That's awesome. Yeah, right. Well, he's actually here, so. So he heard me. Welcome. Appreciate the subscription. Thank you. But yeah, so check out that video. I actually was able to do it twice. I did sort of like a, a filmy kind of thing on it. Got a little creative. The thing about OnAir, like I'm starting to get to the point now where, when you first start, you have to think about how to get to everything, and I'm starting to get to the point now where I kind of like know where everything is, So, hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of jobs out of Philly, and I can earn some cash flying the 172. I'd like to just own one, then you don't have to worry about renting and transporting. You just fly around, just fly jobs. That's really transporting to me is the biggest pain in the ass of this game ball. Having to wait an hour to transport like 100, 70 miles or whatever. It just takes forever. One more leg to fly to get your bonus. Time to head up to Carroll. Yeah. I actually own DMW in FS Economy. Our group owns that airport in FS Economy. Yeah, we're just above Maryland now. Let's see here. We're passing Havre de Grace, Perryville, Rising Sun. I actually been to Rising Sun, believe it or not. I have a relative that lives in Rising Sun. And you can see right below there is 95. So that bridge right there that crosses the Susquehanna, is that the Susquehanna, I guess? That bridge that's across the Susquehanna. I think that's the windy bridge. Like sometimes you can go across that bridge on 95 in the wintertime and it's like super windy. Yeah, the big airports, that makes sense. The big airports have more jobs. Yeah, let me think about it. Take 6. Maybe we can. I don't. How does that work? Can you? I don't take fake cash for a fake company. Yeah, it's exactly. That's. I guess this is the Amtrak route, isn't it? But I know that we're right above 95 there. See this? See Route 94. Let me put it back on there. That's 95. We're right above 95. Let's look down here and see if we can see it. We are here. Get outside the plane. Yep, there it is. That's 95. See that bridge right there? That bridge is, the wind can really howl on that bridge, for sure. And that's the Susquehanna River right there. And that goes out to the Potomac, I guess. Pretty cool. You guys are seeing it in 2D. I'm seeing it in 3D. It's pretty cool. So how does it work? Take 6. Can you can transfer? Can you transfer any amount of cash to anyone, or is it like is there a minimum or a maximum? If you partner, you can say, I'm going to read the. I keep telling myself, oh, I'm going to read the manual. I'm going to read the manual. So, there's no, like, can you start like a loan company in OnAir like you can in FS Economy? So FS Economy, there's people that like have banks and stuff. Can you start like a lending company? I always thought that would be difficult to manage. Alright, we're cutting down the miles here, 41 miles to go. Is it limited to 10K per person forever? Like, I can only send you 10K forever? Or can you do it like once a month? Or how does that work? Because what if you want to, like, what if you want to pay someone for a job or something? Like what if I want to pay you to fly my plane is at, my name in Thunder is Bambino. Or VRAA, VR Aviation, VRAA. You can send credits under the company detail. So here's my question. So, my question is, what if, let's say my plane is in New York and I don't have the time to fly it, and I want to hire somebody to fly it for me to Philadelphia, right? I can only pay them 10 grand to do that, and I can only send 10 grand one time? The limits are 1,000 to the company value. Oh, so I can send my entire company value. Okay. Minimum's 1,000. Maximum is the company value. So if my company value is $1 million, I can send somebody $1 million. Or, yeah, well, I guess I can. I'm just saying because, aren't there scenarios like that where I want my longitude that's in Boston flown to, Atlantic City, and I don't have time to do it myself? I guess, there's no AI pilots, so I gotta, I'm gonna hire somebody to do it, and I want to be able to pay them. And let's say it's gonna take 3 hours, so I want to pay them, $1,000 an hour. Can you do that kind of thing? Okay, so let's say, Scully, I wanted you to fly the plane. I would partner with you, and then I'd say, okay, fly my plane, See, the real way to do it is to create a job that you pick up, and then you can fly that job. That way there's like a contract and there's no BS, like you don't fly the plane, I don't pay you. So I set up a job for you to fly the plane. Like in FS Economy, you can do that. You can set up assignments, right? Can you do that in OnAir, or is every job generated by the server? This is why I got to read the manual. You can arrange partnerships, but I don't know how much about them. Okay. You can set work orders, but I don't think I can fly your plane on contract. Well, that's kind of weak. Because that means you can't do ferrying. And ferrying is a cool thing. I think you can create assignments for people to fly. You can. Okay. All right. That's good. So I need to read that manual because, you know, ferry jobs. Yeah. So basically, ferries are where my plane's in Boston, and I want to pay somebody to fly it to New York because I want it in New York, and the person who's flying it is free to pick up jobs and stuff on the way, but I need them to get to New York maybe by a certain time, and I'm going to pay them a certain amount of money. Usually pay by the mile. In FS Economy, I think you pay by the mile. It's kind of what you use. But if you look on the forum, there's like in FS Economy, there's like people posting ferry jobs, right? All the time, right? I mean, in FS Economy, you can actually, if you own a plane, you can create, like say I wanted a DA-62, I could create that plane up and have it shipped. So let's say I wanted to ship, let's say I wanted a plane in Hawaii, right? I wanted this plane in Hawaii. It doesn't have the range to get there, so what I can do is create it up. It weighs like, I don't know, 2,500 pounds or whatever it weighs, and then I could hire a jet to bring it there. I've actually done that before. Like I had an SR20 I packaged it up and had it shipped to Hawaii. So you can do that kind of thing in FS Economy. You should be able to, you create the work order whenever the plane company owns for the work order or is renting the employee. Person can do it. Okay. Yeah, this is worth a read of the manual. Because those are the little nuances that you need to know. Because if you can do ferrying, then you might want to set up a company that only does ferrying, right? Because think about this, like the biggest problem or the biggest challenge, I think, one of the biggest challenges in OnAir and Thunder is this transport time thing, right? So, you know, if I want to fly my plane, my plane's in Boston, someone flew it up to Boston, they rented it, they flew it to Boston, and now I don't want it, they left it there, and I don't want it in Boston anymore, I want to move it back to where its home is. I got to transport to Boston, which might take me an hour or two in real life, you know, maybe longer, and then fly it back, spend the time flying it back. So I may opt to pay somebody to do that. Yeah, it's really important to know those nuances because that's what's going to, I'm sure the people that are on the leaderboard know all those nuances, right? All right, we're picking up the time here. We can actually start to descend. I can see that's the Delaware River right there. That is definitely the Delaware River going out to the Delaware Bay right out there off my right wing. So we're going to assume we have clearance, and we're going to knock it down to 3,000 feet. We're going to go down to about a comfortable 600 feet per minute. And we'll bring that throttle back a little bit so we don't overspeed. Much, much, much better flying in VR. Feel more confident. I know I'm going to be able to land the plane. I can look around. I can see stuff. It's blurry because it's a Rift, but it's much, much better. It's so much better. Yeah, I'm talking about step 5. Yeah, right, exactly. We're still on step 1. We're still on step 1. But you got to think about step 5 so that you don't make the wrong moves when you go into 2, 3, and 4. Right? You have to understand what 5's all about so that you're ready when you get there. That's the way I look at it. So I think step 1 is read the manual. So you understand the nuances, right? Especially of partnerships and companies. This stuff that we're doing now is simple, right? Rent a plane, get a job, do a check ride. Those are simple things. Even buy a plane, simple. Rent the plane out, simple. FBO, a little bit more complicated. Company, virtual airlines, more complicated. You know, partnerships, all that stuff, more complication. So, we'll get there. And that's why I'm doing these streams, because I'm learning as you guys are learning. Which is kind of cool. I could see Philadelphia in the distance. So the nice thing about flying in 2D is you don't have this thing on your head for 2 hours. This headset on your head for 2 hours. That is nice. Okay. But there's certain advantages to having it on your head. Now we're going to go down to 2,000. We are 4 miles from Cayley, so we're about 12 miles. We're going to assume we have clearance. So what do you guys think of the ATC in FS 2020? I think it's actually one of the better features of the sim. I really do. It gives you some crazy. Oh, I just hit the rudder pedals there. Sorry about that. It gives you some crazy altitude sometimes, and some mistakes here and there, but it's never going to be perfect. But I think the interaction it's kind of cool, you know. Scully, I don't know why you just got deleted. All your stuff got deleted there. I'm not sure. I think you said ass. I don't think I have that in my... Streamlabs, their bot, for some reason, has like a no tolerance for anything. To fix that. Sorry, dude. Alright, we're making our turn here at Cayley. We're coming down to 2,000. And we are going to land on the outer runway close to the river. And we'll pick up our $5,000, I think. Yeah, they're harassing you. They are harassing you. Alright, flaps off. We're going to go hand fly now. Let's get a zoom in. That runway looks pretty blank. Yeah, I think this airport, like, it renders in slow or something. I know that's the runway because I've landed here a million times. All right, we're getting our hopefully our gear goes down. First notch of flaps at 169 is a little fast. All right, here we go. Let's see if we got gear. Let's see if we have gear. 3 green. Let's wait. That's good. We got full flaps. And we have no painting on the runway, unfortunately. I think what happens here is like the way it's designed, you'll see it as we land, and the center line will paint as we roll down the runway, which is odd, but I think that's what happens at this airport for some reason. All right, 97, 96 knots. Everything looking green and mean. Right on the money. Walk in the park. Yeah, you can start to see the runway become invisible now, the paint on it. See, look at that. It's really weird the way it renders. See, threshold just rendered. It's really strange the way that now there's the second threshold. The runway, the landing area, there's the numbers come up, and you can see how the center line starts to paint. Isn't that strange? For some reason, this airport does that. Look at that. Isn't that weird? And this is I think I downloaded this from somewhere. There's a ramp line. It's weird. Kind of weird. All right, we're going to go. We've got plenty of runway to work with. Isn't that strange? The way it paints. Look at that. It's painting right in front of us. It's kind of weird. There's another line coming through. Look at that. Look at that line. Oh, there you go. Not going that way. All right, floating down now. Floating down now. Floating down now.
Landed at Kilo Papa Hotel Lima, Philadelphia
Those flaps
IMTL.
up. Global warming. Yeah, that's what it was like. I don't know where the hell GA is here, so we're just gonna go. We'll go with the big boys park. How about that? It's weird. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is like scenery I got on an X-Plane org or something. Pretty sure. Gotta sneak your way through. We're just gonna cross. Nobody coming. Oh, what? Okay, I say we park over here. What do you think? Got the marshal right there. This looks like a good a place as any. Whoop, whoop. Here comes the police. The DA-62 parking at gate 27. Not good. U.S. Airways. They're not around anymore. Alright, that'll do her. And make sure we get our shutdown sequence properly. Boom.
End of flight. Registered in OnAir Company.
Alright, good. Okay. We made it. Let's see here. Let's check out our... Okay. Oh, wait. I can't see the... Is there a way to see the flight record just by going to... how the hell do I see VA operation? Company balance sheet. Let's go to dashboard. Completed. Go to. Oh. Does it show our completed flights? No. I want to see like. I want to see what happened with that flight. I want to see. It's right here. So let's go to detail. Loading flight detail. Okay, so this is this one here, right? There's the logs. Okay. I mean, it doesn't. All right. How do you see the details of your last flight? You have flight stats? Loading flight stat. No, that's not what I wanted to say. Under company, there's a log. Yeah, there's flight logs. That's what I looked at. Flight log. How do I see the details though? Logs and history. If I go to log, it just shows me that. Registered. It doesn't show me like how much fuel I burned or anything, right? Reputation increase. Okay. Aircraft flights. Aircraft. Flights. Same thing, dude. Doesn't give you. Oh, there you go. Doesn't really show you much, man. Like if I don't hit that button in the beginning to show results of the flight, I don't know how to get to it after that. There's only log history and completed jobs. Yeah. Dashboard. Yeah, see that I should be able to go back and look at that particular flight and see all the information about it. All right. But I mean, here's income. Cargo services. I guess this was this one. Oh, that's. I don't know. Look at history. Yeah, I looked at history. History doesn't. You look at track history. This shows you that, right? Completed jobs. There we go. But I can't dig into this. Like I can't dig into it. Okay. Oh well. Well, it could be they could give you a little bit more information there, I think. But in any event, like in any event, it looks like we're increased. We ran a successful job. If I look here at the pending, if I look at, let's see, where the hell we are. We're operations. Look at jobs occur at airport. Let's just see what kind of jobs we have. So 50 to 250 miles. We got a decent amount of jobs here. Here's one for this one. Boy, these get sopped up quick. There's not a lot though, is there? Let's look at the shorter trips. The landing screen, oh, is once off. Okay. Here's some quick jobs. You're not going to make much doing those until I can do medical. All right, so whatever. The one pending job I have is this guy here. We which ends me up, if I go to, I'm going LaGuardia to BLM, BLM to Pua, Pua to KTN, which is Trenton, Trenton to New Haven. That's a long flight. And then New Haven to MJX. So where's MJX? Ocean County. So I might do this. I might, like, I'm in the DA-62. I might, my next thing is I'll probably hop over to LaGuardia and, like, run these, do these in the Diamond, because I could do them quick. That'll probably be the next thing I do. Get rid of the level 3 mission. All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight. I do appreciate you guys hanging out, and your expertise was appreciated for sure. And look for me again on Thursday, probably around the same time, 8 p.m. We'll probably do an FS Economy that night. We'll see. Probably do an FS Economy that night. Like to switch it off between the two. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Saturdays at around 9:30, 10 a.m. in the morning for that coffee round, if you will. And for everyone who subscribed tonight, I really appreciate it. And all you guys who watched and contributed, thanks very much. We'll be giving away more of the 1 month subscriptions for OnAir, and got a bunch of those left. So appreciate your time, guys. Thanks so much, and have a great evening, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care, man. Take care.